Sell Your Car UK is back and offering for sale this BMW 320i SE. It's a 2007 on a 57 plate. It's blue with beige leather, and as you can see for yourself, it's a convertible. Perfect, now the sun's shining. It's done 53,000 miles, has 2 owners from new, is MOT'd until the end of 2013, taxed until the end of April 2013, and it's serviced until May of 2013. Now there's no service history with this car. Sadly, the books have actually been stolen, so there's no manuals either. To get a whole set of replacements will cost £115, and if you wanted to do so, well, we've taken that into consideration with the price. In fact, we've taken a lot of things into consideration while pricing this up, which explains why it's such very, very, very good value for money. It's probably the cheapest BMW 3 Series out there, convertible anyway, with this kind of mileage. And I'll come around the car in really close detail to show you exactly what you'd be coming down here to have a look at if you make the journey. I don't want to waste anyone's time. You can also check out an album of photographs of this car. All you need to do is go to facebook.com/SellYourCarUK.tv. Right, let's get up close and personal with this BMW. There's quite a bit to show you. So first and foremost, on the front here we can see there is a tiny little mark just there. That's just flickering away. Well, you can see me. Hello. But just to show you, there's a tiny little dent there, very small, like a dimple. And then on the bonnet, hopefully these are showing up, there are a lot of stone chips. The whole bonnet, if I'm being very honest, could do with a respray, not just a polish, as there are some marks on it, as you can see just there. To get this bonnet resprayed will cost £200. Now the seller doesn't want to spend any money on this car, so we have to take that into consideration while pricing it up. And that means this car is a bit of a bargain at the moment. The bumper could also do with a respray. The front bumper's got little marks and little nicks. We're being cosmetically fussy here, but I think it's important to show you all the marks on this car to save you the time to come down and see it. This front bumper as well hasn't got very good paint. You'd be looking at about £150 to get that resprayed using a body shop that we recommend here at Sell Your Car UK, who are absolutely fantastic. And on this side of the bumper, you can see as well that we've got some marks here and down here as well. In fact, there are marks here, and now I remember it, there are also marks just down here. You can see that for yourself there, obviously where it's hit a curb whilst parking. Indeed as well, you can see here the bumper, a little bit of marks there, and it's just a tiny bit out of alignment as well. As I said, all of these marks are reflected in the price, which is why this car is so cheap. We're open to sensible offers on it as well, so if you want to get this car for yourself, grab yourself a bargain, just tell us how much you think you should be paying for it, and if it's reasonable, well, we'll probably do the deal, to be honest with you. Lots of tiny little scratches along the car as well. Maybe been driven down a tree-lined avenue at some point. And this door as well, the paint is not great. I mean, in fairness, the whole car, if I'm being really honest, could do with a respray. And you'd probably be looking at maybe about £700 or £800 to get that done through our body shop. Yeah, but I'm being very fussy here, I must be honest, because not every panel needs it. The rear bumper certainly could do with a touch-up, and by a touch-up I mean a full reconditioned respray. I mean, you've got marks all along here, you've got marks down here as well, in the middle of the bumper here. If you come over to this side of the car, you'll see there's some little marks just there. Cosmetically, this car is not in great condition, and it's a shame because it's an absolutely gorgeous car. I'm just showing you now some more light scratches along this side of the car as well. Tiny little marks here on the door. I mean, you could leave it, get it polished, it would look lovely, but as a fussy seller, and I know I've got some fussy buyers out there as well, this might not be meeting your standards. And if that's the case, well, I'm glad I've saved you the hassle and the time of coming down to see it. But if indeed this is the car for you, it is cheap, really cheap. I want to show you those alloy wheels next, because there's some really serious pitting going on here. These alloys all need a full refurb. This is pretty standard from BMW though. Anyone who's a fan of Watchdog will remember about all of the BMW alloy wheels featuring on Watchdog a few years ago because of exactly that, basically. but you would need to refurb that and have that professionally done. Likewise as well, this wheel here, and you can check out facebook.com/sellyourcaruk.tv, where you'll be able to see all of that for yourself in close-up pictures, and you can view that in your own time. I'm going to come back around to this side now and just show you these wheels. This one's probably the best of the bunch, to be honest with you. As you can see, it's just the edge that's been curbed, the rim as it were, but there's no pitting on this side, but you can see that it's about to start. So yeah, all four corners really could do with a refurb. And this wheel here has got a bit of curbing, and again, if we go around it, you'll see it's pretty nasty. The tyres are good, the brakes are good, the discs and pads, in fact you can have a look in here, I don't know if you can hopefully see that, but you can see it's actually got new pads on the front here. The back ones aren't new, but they're certainly not worn, and you've got a lot of life left in those ones at the back there. Now I'm going to show you the inside of this car next. It's got the beige leather. It's in actually not bad condition. If only the outside reflected the inside as well. There's a tiny little mark on the leather here. Beige leather is notoriously hard to keep clean, and you can certainly see that when I show you the driver's side seat, which does have some markings on it from use. It's done 53,000 miles, this car, so you would expect to see some wear. And that seat belt is very slack, could do with a replacement. The reason for that is quite simple. The owner fastens the seat belt up around the back of the seat to avoid hearing all the beeps. I'm being very honest here with you, but as I said, I want to save you the time. You've got ISOFIX points in the back here, which is actually an option on BMW, so it's nice of them to tick that. So if you want to plug your kids in, then you can do. We've got as well, if I just show you over here, the automatic gearbox with the Switchtronic, so you can change gears yourself. It's not paddle shift, so you can't do that from the steering wheel. It's all done using this gear lever, and it's even got a sport mode as well. You've got dual zone climate control, so you can change the temperatures for either the left or the right hand side, and they can be different. And you've got a CD player up here as well. It's stop start button technology, so you just put the key in the ignition, press the start button, and it will go. And I'll show you that for yourself actually now as we jump into the car, as I try and find the key. Fumbling around my pocket, you can see my reflection doing just that. Now these are the keys. There are two of these. They're remote central locking, so you just little press of the button like so, and the car locks and unlocks. I'll just show you that there on the lock, so you can see that for yourself. Oh, wrong button. There we go. And then pressing this button. Oh god, let's get this in shot nicely. There we go. So the central locking all works. You've got electric seats with driver memory as well. You can see that down there. A little button up here as well to move it out of the way when people are getting in and out. Electric windows, front and rear, electric mirrors, and that little button on the left there, that is for your folding mirrors. And if we put the key in the ignition, first thing you're going to see is some lights appear on the dash. I want to show you that for yourself. Now, nearly all of those lights go off, except, there we go, that one over here is the one to look at. Now that is because when the brakes were changed, and they were changed very recently, they didn't change the sensor. BMWs have a sensor on the brakes which tells the computer if they need a change. Now we've got the bills to show the brakes were changed, and that will have to do, I'm afraid, because at the moment it's going to be like this the whole time you're driving. Now I can show you as well, we've got the service schedule here. I'll just show you that service. We can see the amber light means the brakes are done, but the miles at the bottom, as I say, that's because there's no sensor on it. It's showing here that its next major service is needed in 29,000 miles or 28,000 miles. It's fine with the water, it's fine with the oil, and this is a statutory service which, as I mentioned before, is due in May 2013. I'd recommend taking it to a BMW specialist and getting all of this stuff sorted out. You're going to be spending some money on this car, there's no question about it, but it is priced accordingly. Now the steering wheel also has some wear on it. You can see that from sweaty fingers, and this is quite common actually. A lot of BMWs have this happen to it, where the patina just comes away. You can see for yourself though, we've got a multi-function steering wheel here, so you can change the volume and adjust the stereo just using the steering wheel, and down here you've got cruise control as well. Now I just want to show you over here, we've got the lights set to the off position, but if I come round to the front of the car, you can see that you've got daytime running lights actually on at the moment. Now that's not a BMW option, So that's telling me that there's actually something potentially wrong with the control unit. It's been looked at. It's, you know, if you want to replace the whole control unit, then you can do, or you can just live with those daytime running lights as the owner has been doing now. And when you turn the lights on, which I will show you now, in fact, as I come around the back, I just want to show you that those lights at the back are not on, just to stress that it's not daytime running lights. And then if we flick the switch here to the on position, so now those lights are on, you'll see the lights at the front are a little bit different now. You've actually got the beams on, the high beam, not the high beams, sorry, but you've got the main lights on as well as those side lights as well, so you can see that for yourself. So it's all working. I mean, it's an MOT pass, that's no problem at all, but if you are fussy, then you might want to get that sorted out as well. More money. We've taken it all into consideration here when pricing this car at Sell Your Car UK. Now at Sell Your Car UK, we help sellers to sell their car, but at the same time, hopefully this video is helping you, the buyer, as well. Now the electric roof button just down here, that works absolutely fine. So if I just give that, oh, wrong way. If I give that a push, we'll see the roof springing into life. Very cool little system it's got here. Complete hard top electric folding roof. Now it only works either open or closed. There's no sunroof on this one. It's not the glass panoramic roof, but it is very, very nice touch, especially when the weather is as nice as it is today. And that's it. It's as quick as that. And then you've just got the controls down here. One button down here which closes and opens all the windows, as opposed to using those ones just there. Now, there's plenty of storage. You've got storage bins over here, and they flick out to give you even more space. You've got glove compartment here, sorry, center armrest here. However, the glove compartment, if I just show you there, that lock has been broken, and that explains where the service book and the manuals are. They were in that glove compartment when the roof was down one day and somebody decided to have a way with it. So they've broken that. Now that means that that glove compartment no longer opens and closes. Another thing you will have to fix. It's not ideal, this car, but we are helping somebody to sell it. If they were to sell it, or part exchange or trade it, they'd be getting even less money than they're going to get if you buy it. But if you buy it, you're paying a significant amount less than you would if this car was in really good condition, or indeed being sold by a dealer. There's only one place to get it. It's Sell Your Car UK.